Hey, I'm Xanzibars, the overall rank 1 cleric in North America. I'm going to show you the strats I use to ensure me and my team stay on top. Today I will be quickly breaking down how to play a cleric in a support role focusing on keeping your team alive. First I'll discuss the perks available and which I use, then I'll talk about spells and how I use them. To finish it off, I'll show some gameplay of me using these spells. The first perk that I take is Kindness. This allows you to heal yourself while healing others, which is a great way to save heals and boost your healing per spell. The second perk I take is Advanced Healer, which increases your base magical healing by 5. This stacks with Kindness to boost your stealth healing and healing of others. This makes your heals much stronger with higher healing per spell. The next perk I take is Perseverance. This reduces damage by 3 from all attacks. While this may not seem like much, it can be really helpful for fighting smaller monsters like the dragonflies or spiders. In normals, this almost completely eliminates dragonfly damage and greatly reduces spider damage. The fourth perk can be chosen from a few options. I normally run Blunt Weapons Mastery for a little bit of bonus damage. However, I do switch to Undead Slaying to make mob clearing a bit easier sometimes. Requiem is also a very good choice if you decide to run a res in your spellbook. Some people enjoy Brewmaster, but for this guide I won't be getting into that as it changes your playstyle to be more aggressive. For skills I use Holy Purification to help clear mobs super fast. This ability makes clearing rooms of mobs easy as it does 100 damage and a massive AoE, and it only has a 45-second cooldown. This can be changed for Judgment or Smite, however I find my job as a support role is to help my team clear stuff faster and not try to get into PvP combat where Smite or Judgment is more useful. For the second slot, I take Spell Memory, which is necessary as it allows you to cast spells of any kind. Here's a quick clip of me using Holy Purification. First, I'm going to start off by rounding up some zombies, run around the room, and then cast it. This does 100 damage, as I talked about earlier, to all the zombies, making it super easy for me and my team to clear them up. For spells, I use Lesser Heal, Divine Strike, Holy Light, Protection, and Bless. This setup allows you to have all of your spells even in starter gear. If you have the spell capacity, you can use res, but it takes a lot of knowledge to do so, and I tend to skip it. Lesser Heal is great for healing small wounds or yourself if needed. Divine Strike is a great pre-fight buff to increase your teammates' damage. Holy Light is the big boy heal to save someone, but it can also be used to kill monsters quickly. Protection gives you a bubble that absorbs damage and is great for pre-fight buffs and mid-fight support when your team doesn't need heals but is taking damage. Bless is actually very strong and one of your more important spells because it increases all of your stats, which makes your spells stronger. This means if you have the time, you should bless yourself and then do your pre-fight buffs, as they will always be stronger. For pre-fight buffing, I typically would cast Bless on myself, then Protection on our lead man. I typically then give them Divine Strike to increase their damage and tell them to push. After the first guy is buffed, I will start buffing the second. If there is time before the fight, I will replenish Bless and bubble myself. While in combat, I will try to ensure everyone is bubbled, and if not, are at full HP. Keeping your team bubbled allows them to keep taking hits without fear of dying, which really can break an enemy team. If your team starts taking damage, you should focus on healing them to full to ensure they don't get killed, as sometimes all it takes is 2 to 3 hits. Remember also that if you are taking damage yourself, sometimes it's best to heal someone else to take advantage of your perks. For gearing, I typically like to wear heavier armor with will or strength on it. The will increases your heals and buffs power, which in turn makes you stronger. The strength allows you to hit things harder and have more health. This is just personal preference, but I enjoy being able to hit hard with my staff, so I try to take some strength. For weapons, my ideal combo is a staff and a spellbook. The spellbook allows you to cast spells faster than the staff, so it is good for PvP, as you can get crucial spells off much quicker. The staff is preferred to me over the mace due to the swing pattern and because it looks hilarious killing people with it. These are kind of guidelines for gearing, but honestly most of the time I just use whatever gear I can, as we can use so many different pieces and most stats benefit us in some way. Alright, so here's a quick fight. I've already buffed up Tav. He's pushing in. I'm going to see that Orlanthi is going to take a lot of damage here, so I'm going to try to push through and hit him with some heals here. I get him with that right when he gets hit with a bubble, then I hit him with a Holy Light. He's second winding, which heals himself. Tav's fighting this guy, but his bubble just went down as he was killing him. He's still pretty much full health. They're pushing the other guys, so I'm pretty confident that they're going to win. So I go to loot because I'm a loot goblin. In the end of the day, playing a cleric in Dark and Darker is really strong and can be really rewarding. It takes a lot of challenge to use the spells and hit them properly on moving targets. It can be quite a bit of a challenge while still being engaging, as I'm not a person who normally plays support roles and find that playing cleric is a lot of fun. That's pretty much sums up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and follow, and maybe come check me out on Twitch sometime.